My name is Bob Mumford, and I want to talk to you about the spirit of error versus person that's in error. My background is Episcopal seminary, charismatic Bible teacher. I was assigned quite a few years ago to feed God's people, and what I want to do is talk to you about the change. There's all kinds of change going on, and tradition and what we are comfortable with, most of us, and the alternatives are pretty frightening. The breakdown of tradition is real. And some years ago, I had a Bible class in Southern California, and pretty good-sized Bible class, and they asked me directly, talk to us about how do we see the change and not shut down. And it really was quite a challenge for me, and that's why I'm going to repeat a little bit of what I told them and then make an application that I think would be really helpful for all of us. We can't shut down because we are Christ's voice to hurting people. A person in error, and error is everywhere, including us. You cannot walk with the Lord without failure and crazies and decisions that we made that were wrong. And so the spirit of error is exceedingly different, and I want to try to make that distinction. And when the Bible class asked me to say that, I made the distinction. A person in error needs your love, your acceptance. A person that's in the spirit of error is a different kind of a category. And when I separated those, I felt the Lord give it to us. I separated that. It brought peace to the Bible class and to me, and I've used it over the years. I've never seen it fail, and I want to spell that out because we need a place to stand. If we don't have a place to stand, we start to shut down, and I will identify that in a moment. And when we do shut down, our testimony, and we recognize then we're turning in on ourselves and we're failing to give witness and help those the Lord puts in our life for us particularly to deal with. And so unexpected behavior, whether it's drugs or sexuality or other extreme emphasis, we recognize the error in that kind of behavior. And what the Lord is asking for us is for us to identify the difference between a person hurting and wanting help and a person who has given themselves to a spirit of error, and we have to approach it in such a way that would allow us to discern without shutting down. Now, I will just make a couple. It's not long. The implications are really, really serious. One, you can't shut down. We are commanded to love those who the Lord puts in our life, in our way, in our sphere, in our family. We are required to love those by command. It's not a doctrine. It's His command. I'm commanding you to love as I love. And that just changes everything, because that does not allow us to shut down without injuring ourselves. Second, we must learn to be comfortable in mystery. We don't know everything. We can't know everything. Mystery is used 22 times in the New Testament. It's not, the Lord doesn't use mystery to keep things from us. He uses mystery to reveal things to us as we need them. Mystery continues to unfold. The deeper life, the church fathers and people who really know, they make a distinction between what I know and what I don't know. It's called informed unknowing. And they teach us how to be comfortable in mystery. And we're not afraid to say, I don't know, or that's beyond me, that's out of my sphere. And so for us to dismiss the spirit of error is okay, long as we don't shut down, and I'll explain that. Those people, multitudes of hurting people, need your love and acceptance. How do we know to whom to give our love and acceptance, and to whom to be cautious and aware of and kind of protective for our home, our family, our children, and our own person? So what I wanted to say simply, it's not too complicated. A person in error needs your love, your care, your commitment, your acceptance. It's really, really important. The person that is involved in the spirit of error have become crusaders. They are militant. They have all their answers. They're going their own way, and we are free to release those into Father's care and purpose and let Him deal with them according to how Father deals with all of us. And so the person in error and the person that is militant, if you don't shut down, the Lord will allow you to see the difference between those two. Embrace the one that's in error and release the one that's in the spirit of error, who is militant, determined. They're waving the flag and doing the crusade, and we have to wait for the Lord to bring them to their own understanding. Now, here's basically the teaching. This is somewhat new to me as well, and it says, Matthew 7 says, don't judge. And I wrote a book on this one time, some years ago, and I wish I'd have known then what I know now, which is very simply says, it doesn't mean don't try to evaluate what's right or wrong. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is, don't start with no. When I approach the thing, if I start with no, and I'm prejudging everything and everybody, I become hard, cynical, and I lose my place in learning to help other people. Now watch, what he's saying is very simple. It goes like this. If I start with yes, I want to hear and respond to the person that's in error, that's hurting. It doesn't take me very long to discern the difference between a person needing help and a person who's going to go their own way no matter what I say. But here's the key and the kind of trick. If I start with no, it's very, very hard to return to yes, because my whole person is shutting down, and I'm finding myself hard, maybe even resistant, and I could tell you some war stories of my own, and the shock when I approach a person in error, and I would open myself to them, and didn't take very long. Once I was open, they kind of open, and then I didn't take very long for us to understand the difference. People in error are really needing our help, our love, our acceptance. People that are in the spirit of error are determined to go their own way. We can release them and let the Lord bring them to himself in his own timing. Please hear it and see if it doesn't help you approach our crazy society in a totally different way. Be blessed in Jesus' name.